Hi everyone. On this lesson, we're going to cover everything that you need to demonstrate for your new belt. So we'll go over forms, one-steps, breakaways, sparring skills, and everything else that you need to know to qualify for your exam and to do very well on it. The most important thing is the one we're going to start with right now. And I think that you already know that is meeting our black belt challenge and showing that you're becoming a black belt in life. So no matter what belt you're going for, we want to know that you understand what being a black belt really means, what living like a black belt means. And that means being strong, caring, compassionate, and helpful. So let's talk about how you can demonstrate that. We are working on integrity and perseverance as our goal this quarter, and we have a wonderful life model in William Wilberforce. So when we have integrity, we are doing what we know is the right thing to do. And that is a great comfort to us and also to the people around us that they can rely on us to do the right thing. Then secondly, perseverance means that we'll keep doing the right thing when it gets difficult, or even when it gets nearly impossible. We keep doing the right thing. So I'd like you to tell us, and if you're a young person, your mom and dad, to give us examples of how you've been caring and compassionate and helpful and patient with your family, and also showing compassion for people who don't live with us, who may not be like us, but also very, very important part of our human family. So thank you for being one of my students. Thank you very much for working towards your black belt so diligently. And thank you very much for really taking seriously our responsibility to be a black belt in life. Hi everybody, this is my karate kid Carly. I'm so happy she's here to help me today. So we'll bow in and show you the one steps, and I'll tell you a couple of quick things about them. When we get to the form, I'll tell you how the form is different from the one steps. But right now, we'll show you just detail on the one steps, okay? So you go ahead and step back and low block, and you'll be the bad guy each time, and I'll be the good guy, okay? So number one, high block, punch, front kick, all right? High block, punch, front kick. And you can do that on either side. You just have to pick the right spot. Okay, second one. So block, punch, punch, and then with your front leg, side kick, side kick. All right, I'll talk you through that in just a second. What you have to be able to do is have enough space to side kick on that one. Okay, and number three, evade, punch, push the person's hand down so it's not in the way when you do inward crescent and then step chop. All right, so one more time, number 1, 2, and 3. So one is high block, you might have to step back, punch, and front kick on the same side. Number 2, go ahead, that's right, and then evade, punch, punch, step away backwards so you have enough space to do a full side kick without touching. And that's it. And then number 3 is evade, punch, push, big circle, step towards the person, and chop. Okay, so those are the 3 one steps. Just have to make sure that you're doing them safely like this. Okay? Thank you very much. Today we're going to work on our new white jacket form. So white, orange, and yellow belts, you've been working hard on your one steps, and on form segments, now you get to see the whole thing. I'll do it 3 times. I'll do it one time fairly slowly. Just remember we keep moving forward. 1, 2, turn 3, 1, 2, turn 3. And yell at the same spot, so we'd yell in our one steps, the last move of each segment. So let me show you the form one time fairly slowly. Second time I'll explain it in a lot of detail, and then third we'll do it so that you can follow along with me. All right, so here we go. Okay, so let me explain what we're doing here. We're raising our right hand and we're doing high block and then reach out and reverse punch and then hands up and front kick. Then we're doing block, punch, punch, side kick, turn after the refold, and then we're doing number 3, punch, inward crescent, step, spin, chop. Now you should walk straight forward. I have to step back just a tiny bit to make space, but step forward with the new side, and we're doing number 1 again. And then the second one, and after refold and balance, turn, and number 3. So you saw there's no push down there. We're just doing the kick straight after the block. So I'll turn my back to you. I'll do the form one more time. Hopefully you'll be able to follow along as I do it slowly. And I'll say the names for you as well. High block, reverse punch, front kick, block, punch, punch, side kick, turn, punch, inward crescent, step, spin, chop, step forward, high block, reverse punch, front kick, block, punch, punch, side kick, turn, punch, inward crescent, step, spin, chop. And come back up to ready. So hopefully these 3 ways will help you to learn the form well, and I'll really look forward to seeing you in class and seeing how you're doing on these. Thanks very much. For those of you who are visual learners, like I am, I'm going to demonstrate the form, the way our feet are moving in this form, to show you what direction we go. So let's imagine we start here. Now let me say, if you're an orange belt or a yellow belt, you've done this same pattern before, even if you haven't done this form before, because it's 1, 2, turn, 3. So you've done that. So let's talk about this one. Start here, do the first 1 step, stepping out with your left, number 1. So you're stepping forward, high block, reverse punch, front kick, step forward, right on your landing from that front kick, you're going to block, this is number 1. And then step forward and do number 2 1 step. All right, so here we're doing block, punch, punch, side kick, refold. After we refold, we turn and look the other way, and we do number 3 1 step. So I'm going to make it look like a racetrack, but really it's straight up and down the same lines. So this one is our long, fun one where we do block, punch, inward crescent, step, spin, chop. Okay? Then we need to remember at the end of that one to change sides of our body so that we are walking forward and doing a new side on number 1. A new side on number 1. Then we go straight, keep going straight forward, just keep moving that one and do the second one. And then we turn back around again and we're doing number 3 to get back to our starting spot. Okay, so 1, 2, turn, 3, change sides of our body, new side starting on the right, 1, 2, turn, 3, and each of these 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3 will be on opposite sides of the body from each other. So hopefully this will make the form demonstration I did for you a little bit more clear and help you to get the direction of the turns. So one of the things that's really important to martial artists is that we are warriors for peace. So we always want to make sure that we do everything we can to end situations peacefully. So even somebody grabbing us, we're going to try to change their mind without anybody getting hurt. So let's do some breakaways. So we're going to imagine that somebody grabbed your wrist like this and they're just really, really excited about you coming with them, but you don't want to go with them and you want to make sure they let go of your hand. So the first thing we're going to do is ask. So just look in their eyes, make sure you're keeping eye contact. Eye contact is really, really important. Keep eye contact and say, please let me go.
Please let me go.
Oh, maybe the person won't even realize that they've been holding you, but now they do realize that you don't want them to hold you, so they'll let you go. So make sure you have eye contact and ask firmly but politely. So say it one more time.
Please let me go.
Okay, so the person will know that you don't want hands on you. But they may be so excited, please come, please come, please come play with me, please come play with me, that they don't even pay attention when you say,
please let me go.
If that happens, you're going to need to be a lot more firm, okay? So I know that you all know how to punch and kick, but this is not time for that because we have way more skills than this other person, and so we want to make sure that we use our skills to avoid conflict, okay? So this time we're just going to say,
let me go.
So with eye contact and firm voice, you can even raise your voice a little bit and say, let me go. So when that happens, when this person raises their voice, that gets the attention of people around. So either that'll get this person's attention and go, ooh, okay, this person's really serious, or if they still keep holding on, they're going to suddenly start looking around and seeing who's noticing that they have their hands on you inappropriately. Okay, so first ask, then tell. And if they're still not letting you go, well, it's your hand, so you're going to take it home with you. So we're going to turn our hand over so that the thumb is pointing the same way as the person who's gripping is pointing. And then we're going to grab our own hand, but flat. Okay, so you can see here that Ms. Carly is not lacing her fingers, okay? That could hurt your own hand, and it's difficult to let go if you need to let go suddenly. And then she's going to bring her feet really, really close to me and then just turn her body to the side. Okay? The flip wedges the hand out between the forefinger and the thumb. So we'll come and show you really, really close here. So you just see the wrist. So the hand's like this. She flips, grips, and then rotates her whole body. Not trying to pull her arm away, rotates her whole body. Okay? So next one is, what if the person's walking past you and goes like this? Now, if Ms. Carly tries to grab from underneath and pull, that's not going to work because she's pulling against my whole hand. So the only thing she needs to do differently is to reach over the top of my wrist and grab, and then flip, and then turn. Okay? So remember, this one was flip, grip, grip. This one over here is going to be grip first because she went over the top of my wrist. Now she's going to flip and roll. And that can happen either direction. It doesn't matter which way she turns, she'll be able to pull her hand out of there as long as she's using her legs, using her whole body, okay? Not trying to pull her arms out. So that is also the same one that you do for two hands. So imagine that two hands are gripping like this. So we'll come up and show you in just a second. But same thing, if she reaches under, if you reach under and try to pull, that's not coming out against 8 fingers or 2 palms. But if she goes over the top of one wrist, whichever wrist she can, and then flips and then turns her whole body, she can get out. Okay, so we'll come and show you that one pretty close. So, 2 hand grabbing like this, okay, 2 hand grabbing. So, grip, flip, and then twist the whole body. Okay, the closer you are to the hands of the other person, the better, and the further away the other person is from their hands, the better. So you want to try to have the attacker's arms straight and your arms bent and as close as you can. So it's a good idea when you get grabbed is to put your foot right underneath this person so you have a lot more power with your legs when you go to get away. So you're going to grip, flip, and rip. Okay, so 3 different wrist grabs, and 2 of them are almost identical, but the thing you need to do is ask, then tell, stay calm, and make sure you're using your whole body. If you remember to do this exactly precisely, and you'll have time because the person will be looking, what are you doing? And you may think, oh, somebody can grab me so tightly that I won't be able to turn my wrist. Well, actually, it sounds gross, but you can actually turn the bones of your wrist inside your skin. Okay, it's an important defense mechanism that you can actually do that. So it will be able to turn. It may be painful, but we're still going to try to avoid hurting this person if we possibly can. Because we're good people, and we're martial artists with a lot of skill, and we always want to end everything peacefully. And let's do one from the back, okay? One from the back. So you all remember how to do a Statue of Liberty where you raise both hands and then you trap the arms. And again, that's a really good example of trapping the person and going from them grabbing you to you grabbing them. What animal is at every baseball game? A bat, of course.